Really?
Yeah.
That's great. I think we're going live soon. And look at that, we are live. How is it going,
Holy
everyone?
shit. What's up, boys? How's the morning going?
Good morning, gamers. How's it
Episode
going?
8 of the Pisslo Show, our favorite League of Legends podcast, baby.
8 weeks have passed by. This week we have fashion show.
Yeah, fashion
week.
show,
Yeah.
Teamfight tactics, misleading name, bunch of other things going on. First off, just real quick, what's happening on the Rift this week?
Yeah. Last week we had our Moonstone Invitational featuring
Yes.
Jaelaray's team. Congratulations to Sean, the top laner, Legion and Spires, the jungle, Comfy Cakes mid lane, Cupcake
Annie.
Bubby, ADC, and Jaelaray support. They took home the dub. They took home the win of the tournament in a pretty dominant fashion. Like they
Yeah.
pretty hard,
They,
so.
they won their games.
Yeah, so great job to them. This is the first League Talk tournament that like League Talkers took home, so very well done on everyone's part. Also, like the J Brigade came in and was like half of the chat, so
yeah, I was really proud of Jay too. Just like Jay's like tradition, like a lot of like new like girl gamers or whatever. Like you're like all your like guy friends are like, oh, you should play like Lulu and like Lux, and like she's like an Enchantress support player, and then like in the tournament she brought out like that super Chad engaged support rel, and like
exactly.
I always thought it was super cool, and like obviously everyone played, like Sean played out of his mind, Comfy Cakes played out of his mind, Cupcake Bubby played out of her mind, Spires and Legion, but they all played out of
100% KP Jarvan. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, 100%. Holy shit, those engages on that game one. Oh my god, the Flash Cataclysm 1v5. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
So good. So very good job, Team Jaelaray. You made us all proud back here at home. So
yeah,
hopefully more
and we all bullied the Moonstone Invitational organizers for having the
10-minute
the 10-minute follow only chat.
Anyways, getting to the Rift. Yesterday, new champion, guys.
Yes, Gwen coming out. So if you guys don't know, new champion Gwen came out. She looks like an anime waifu. Looks like maybe like a halfway cross between a Sailor Moon character and Zone Chaos Oriana. I mean, what are your opinions? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, personally myself, I think like her design looks great, but I don't know what she does exactly. Like there was that there's a whole video like it's like showing off her abilities, but is she AP? Is she AD? I've heard both of like my friend groups say different things, and then like is she a definite top laner, or can you flex her mid? It's gonna be up in the air, honestly. So
yeah, I think Mark Yetter. So Mark Yetter revealed on his Twitter. If you guys don't know, Mark Yetter is the gameplay design director for League of Legends. He does all the patch previews on his Twitter. He said that Gwen is a squishy AP fighter. And she doesn't have tools to get onto range carries, so she's like kind of immobile. But she has a pocket of hollow. Like if you guys saw the trailer, she had like that pocket of hollowed mist, like that like blue circle that followed her around, and apparently that gives her some kind of protection that lets her go toe to toe with other frontliners. So I assume that she's gonna be kind of like maybe like I guess kind of like Viego, where Viego is like a lot stronger and oppressive to play against when he's inside of his E, right? Or like other champions, like Akali's like impossible to play against when she's in her shroud, like things like that. I think it's probably gonna be a champion like that gives her the tools to fight opposing champions. I personally, I don't really like her lore that much. I think not her lore, sorry, her design. Like I think her lore is super cool, just like Jaelaray said. She says the lore is the most entertaining thing. Like that doll like possessing part of like Isolde's soul or whatever that is.
Oh, that ritual type thing.
Yeah, I think that's super cool, but I feel like the design doesn't really feel like she's a possessed anything, She's just like an anime waifu, right? Which is like, which is fine. Like I love anime waifus.
You finally got the blue hair, dude.
Yeah, Wondermelo. She I love anime waifus, but there's so much like, I guess like potential behind the design. Like when I think of doll like possessed doll. I don't think anime waifu. I think maybe like either like an innocent, cute kind of thing because it's a doll, right? Or like maybe kind of like a body horror, you know, like kind of creepy kind of thing, which I think would be super cool, right? Like she's a possessed doll, you know?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
and I feel like the anime waifu aesthetic, while like obviously it exists, it's just like I don't feel like it fits with the lore particularly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna be interesting for sure. I don't
Definitely.
I'm looking to see because you know every time they release a champion, they like overtune it so people play it. So I want to see how well she does like in solo queue, and you know I want to see my top laner first time Gwen and go
let's
0-12.
1 in 17.
yeah, exactly. But
you know, I'm just prepared for it to be other cancer. That's all. You know,
I always like it when champions are released and professional players take them up, and like them popping off and just seeing like a montage of like Gwen like absolutely destroying, that will probably get me more hyped. And speaking of pro play, we LCS came in. We'll get in our LCS people here, but we just finished round 1 of playoffs with Team Liquid and TSM, with Team Liquid taking the cake over TSM. So
nice.
yeah, this week we have Dignitas versus 100 Thieves and TSM versus Evil Geniuses, and this is like knockouts. So if you're out this time, you're out this time.
Yeah, real quick responding to chat. Female tanks, we have like Illaoi, and that's the only thing I can think of, right? Illaoi, yeah, that's about it.
Female tanks? Yeah.
I think female frontlines, I think it's just Illaoi. And Illaoi's, Leona, that's true, Leona. But she's like a support tank, not really like the top laner kind of tank. I think that they're trying to go for Rel. Yeah, that's true.
Technically Rel.
Technically can bring her top. Well, technically can bring anyone top.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be a fan of the of her. I think
I like her design. She looks pretty. I think she's cool. I love pretty girls. I'm a big fan of pretty girls. She's a pretty girl. I'm a big fan. You know.
So yeah, the fact. Yeah, and again, as soon as like she gets like released and she gets like super overtuned, I'm just ready to see like a bunch of Gwens pop off.
Snipping through the team
snipping through them.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's up, Legion? What's up, Spires? How's it going, guys?
Just talking about the games.
Let's go.
Talking about the games.
We have some things to say about the TSM game 4.
So first of all, before we start, I just want to apologize to all of our Pisslo people. Last week, I was pretty confident on a TSM win, and
I was also confident. It should have been.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
it happens to the best of us, right?
Yeah, I was wrong. And the first step is to admit it. So
yeah, you know.
Where did I go wrong, guys? What happened?
Yeah, this year is not Prophet Spell.
Well, you know, where did they go wrong? That's a better question, right? You're not the reason they lost unless there's some sort of weird psychic.
I am a prophet, bro. Kanye.
Right? Honestly, there are a lot of draft things, but Spell, if you have that clip that I from game 1.
Well, can we go ahead and talk about the draft? Like, what
game 1 draft isn't that big of a deal because TSM was winning. They were 14-7, 7-3 towers. So TSM should have won that game. It's literally all about that play that they just completely botched.
Gotcha.
I
did.
Fine. But yeah, I was for TSM. It's just like the fact for me that they came in second after like such a rough start, and then all of a sudden it's just like they lost. So
so close from the end.
Game 2 wasn't close. There's nothing really to say about game 2. Game 1 was a disappointment. Game 3 was pretty nice, and then we'll have to talk about game when we get to there.
Definitely. We have the most critiques.
I'm just having a thing where I can't share my screen, so give me 1 second.
Oh, okay, that's totally fine. While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and like maybe talk about the draft sims. Like in general, what's like? So I don't really follow pro play that well. Like, what's like the meta in terms of team compositions? Is it just like front to back 5v5s? Like, is it pace?
Yeah,
like what's going on?
Who has a better team fight?
Who has a better team fight?
Yeah, or
so like
in game
what kind
4,
of champions are strong?
Rel, I'm pretty sure had 100% ban presence.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, draft for game 1.
So Rel's really strong. Like, what makes her strong?
Rel's
is it just
super
like
strong.
Her engage, like
The team fight.
Or?
Team fight is, I think, yeah, because in game 1, Rel, I'm pretty sure Rel was a first round ban every game from both teams.
Okay.
Kai'Sa's been banned. Tristana. If Tristana is banned, if Tristana isn't banned, it's picked. She has 100% presence. Her team fight is insane.
So
Bombs
strong?
going off.
Okay, so the bombs and then...
blowing up a squishy. She pops a bomb on, jumps in, gets it detonated, jumps out.
Okay, yeah, and then along with like a strong engaged support with Alice or whatever, that seems like really, really low counterplay. What kind of mid laners are strong right now? I know that like a while ago the pro play was like a lot of Azir and like Syndra and Orianna, but like what's happening right now?
That was the game was Azir and Orianna.
Oh, so people are still playing Azir?
Still control mages in the mid lane.
Yeah. Even through the nerfs, they're
even through the nerfs.
Yeah, because I know that part of what makes Azir so strong, I guess in pro play especially, is because his laning phase is so impenetrable. Like the way that his trading works is that like you can have your soldiers up in their face, and then they can't really trade back spells or autos on you because if they ever want to actually get onto you, they're gonna have to jump into your minion wave in order to like get that damage off. And so then they lose trade because of minions, right?
Yep.
So is it just like that spacing out? Like, does he have good like gank follow up? Like, what's happening that makes him so strong?
Yeah,
these upper echelons.
If you know that the enemy laner doesn't have flash, you expect the jungle because they had Udyr, and Udyr is just gonna run down the Orianna. She doesn't really have any escape except for the speed up, and the follow up from Azir is very, very good.
Like the DPS wise.
Okay, this is game 1.
All right, let's see it.
So here's the draft. Yeah, there you are. It's the Azir versus Orianna. So I'll just go through here.
And this is very important to me. As a player, I would see the top inhib open, and I would just try to shove top and get that inhib. But TSM decided to go for Baron for some reason because Dragon's up. And they have 3 dragons, and they should be setting up for Soul. But they go for Baron for some reason.
Huni gets caught.
Huni gets caught, but he can get out. But
yeah,
I think
it's
Power
super
of Evil is the one that dies. Yeah, Power of Evil gets hooked, dies. And at this point, as TSM, I would say, screw it, go top lane, try to get inhib, because it was a 1-for-1 trade. Get top inhib, set up for Dragon. You don't need Baron. But TSM
they go for
is really greedy. TSM is really greedy.
Yeah.
So they start a Baron again, and they get destroyed for it. I'm pretty sure Alphari gets Meganar, jumps in and gets an ulti.
How does he get Meganar here? He's like 50.
Yeah, he's just.
Well, Tactical just like blew up Lost, forcing him to flash and heal, and then Spica running in on the front, and he dies, and there he is.
We've seen that one before, Spell.
Meganar, blow up Caitlyn, or blow up Misfortune. And at this point, Team Liquid get Baron. They go down and get Dragon, and then they end the game.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, personally for me, I get it. Like, I think at the late game, sometimes it's difficult to like think clearly, see like what you're supposed to do. Like, let's if there's win condition. I know I struggle with that a lot. Like late game macro is really difficult. Like I don't know, should I go for macro? Because like you don't really get practice in those situations a lot, right? Like these like at maybe 1 in 5 games ever goes this long. I feel.
Yeah.
That was a pretty long game.
But you know, I'm not getting paid millions of dollars to play League of Legends. So.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So
Sword Art is, and on this next clip, I want you to see just what this this Nautilus right here is doing.
Let's take a look.
This is a game that we will be talking about quite a bit.
Do you want to go over draft right now, or?
Yeah,
let's go into it.
Okay. Yeah, one second. I can share my screen of the draft.
Okay.
I'm interested in the Seraphine mid pick here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we have some things to talk about that.
Okay. Can you guys everyone can see it?
You just did Kobe so dirty, bro.
Spaceman, I think in total, I feel like they are getting paid millions of dollars, right? Maybe not each individual player. But...
Okay. So,
yeah, for the context.
So it's Team Liquid blue side, TSM red side. They've been Hecarim, Kai'Sa, Jace, and Rel,
that's pretty interesting.
And Renekton. Yeah.
Has Jace been strong? Like
they banned Jace because they know they want to pick Gnar.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
It's just counters.
So they don't want to give Team Liquid a strong first for like blue side pick, so they have to ban out Rel. And the game before this, like Team Liquid just runs through them with Tristana, so they have to ban out the Tristana as well.
And then the Renekton coming out as well. I know Renekton is like traditionally kind of weak in solo queue right now. He's sitting at like a 47% win rate, but apparently he's still really strong at pro play.
Yeah.
Right. So they first pick the Udyr, and then they respond with
it's Olaf Seraphine.
Or no, the Olaf Seraphine here.
Okay.
Right. So Seraphine's kind of like a flex pick, right? So like technically you can flex this. You know, we've seen it played bot lane, we've seen it played support, we've seen it played mid, right? And then they have the Olaf Seraphine because like Olaf can go in with Seraphine ulting right behind him, which is fine. Like I don't think Seraphine's a bad pick in this comp, right? It's really just where they decide to put it. So Team Liquid respond with Gnar TF, right? So now TF knows it's obviously TF mid, right? So like you don't want to give TF a free laning phase where he's going to be able to just roam around the map whenever he wants, right? So like Seraphine mid just doesn't seem very good because like she doesn't have really strong wave clear, she doesn't really have really strong pressure. So like if I was TSM, I'm thinking, okay, we have to put Seraphine bot lane, right? We cannot like
they get like maybe an Azir or like a champion,
or even like a Sylas, right? That can like
me and Caleb were thinking Sylas.
Like a
Sylas here would be is
very
good
with the Gnar ulti and then the TF ulti. Yeah, that's
exactly
crazy.
Sylas here would have been amazing, but TSM, I think, lose the game off of what they pick.
So like
they pick Nautilus.
So Nautilus here.
So
what do you think the reasoning is here? Like why does he? What do they want?
The only thing I can think of is Nautilus is really good into Udyr because Udyr is looking to engage, and then Nautilus just whoever Udyr cues, Nautilus hooks, ults, autos, and CC chains the Udyr.
And then I can see Nautilus being good into Gnar as well, because like Gnar doesn't have very much control over when he's able to be strong, right? Like especially in late game team fights, right? Like if he doesn't have Fury in these mid to like you when you're entering a team fight, you want to be like 60, 70 Fury, like at the very minimum, right? If not just 100 like Mega Gnar already. So I feel like Nautilus being able to force these engages, maybe potentially when Team Liquid doesn't have the Fury, doesn't have the front line they need, like that might be the reasoning that they had. I'm not sure, but
so they go through the next picks are they lock in Gragas, right? So like, they already know Olaf is here, so they know it's Gragas top, but he's responding to the Gnar, and they respond with Sivir and Leona, and then their R5 pick for ADC is Xayah.
Oh, so Sivir's a great pick here.
Yeah, so this is kind of the...
Yes, TL is a hard engage team, and that's why we don't know why they picked Nautilus, because Nautilus is a hard engage champion with a very disengagey-esque team comp around it.
And right now, I guess like even like Gnar and TF having like moments of weakness doesn't really matter that much because they have like the Leona Udyr to PO for.
Exactly. And in the clip that I have like ready, you'll see where this like comp kind of thrives.
Yeah. So
it also seems like TSM kind of like lacks damage here, don't they? Like like Gragas isn't going to be doing damage like unless like Team Liquid lets them. Seraphine does not do damage. Nautilus does not do damage. Olaf does not really do teamfight damage. Like
they have no
they're
answer
really
for the split push from
Right.
Twisted Fate.
So
they're
like
really
all.
counting on Xayah here.
So if you end your live Spires, I will show them.
yeah, so what we end up seeing in this game is Power of Evil. Like Seraphine actually is like 4-0 at one point, but it doesn't matter because he's building Moonstone, right? So he's not that damage we need. I think Olaf kind of falls behind, and so does Gragas, and Gragas actually goes into like the AP build rather than tank.
He's
Like, it
going
just
comment.
doesn't matter. Right.
No,
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting.
So we'll see the blunder of Nautilus in this clip that Spell has.
Yeah. So again, 10 minutes into the game, they're fighting around with Herald.
Tiny Seraphine mains.
There you go. Look at that.
4-man Gnar ulti. 4-man Gnar ulti. And
Yeah.
it's just
Can we slow that down a bit actually? Potentially?
Don't think so.
Okay, that's fine.
But
So
like
that's
you
a
see
Leonora coming
Lance's
out.
hook,
Yeah.
Nautilus lances hook, flashes
instantly
out,
flashes out.
flashes right
And
into
then-
the Gnar.
Wow. I mean, that's all she wrote, right? Like Power of Evil lands the
Yeah.
big Seraphine R, but it doesn't matter. Like
doesn't
no
matter.
damage happening in that team fight.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter at all.
Yeah. And she landed like 3 or like around 3 like empowered Qs into that team fight, like, and it's just nothing's happening.
Yeah, because Gnar is already full on the top here. Like he's already full Gnar. And then he's just like, oh, this is free.
Nar, and he flash R's in. Wow.
And Seraphine only gets the Gnar on her ulti,
Mhm.
which isn't. I mean, that's just mechanical error.
And I mean,
but,
it
like-
doesn't even matter. I feel like even if she lands it there, like there's no
Yeah.
win condition in
Nothing.
the team
It's
Yeah,
it's
they just don't have
yeah.
enough damage on their team.
the TSM draft was so bad this game.
fight. Yeah. Wow. So like, what do you think would have been ideal instead? Like so obviously we don't want the Seraphine mid lane because we want pressure against Twisted Fate. So we
I want
want
to throw it
Seraphine
down
support.
Yeah, have a
And
Silas
then what would we have
Silas
to
mid.
Okay.
Silas mid because we see the TF picked and TSM has the counter pick as the well sort of counter pick. They
Yeah.
see the TF picked on Team Liquid. They just pick Silas. Silas is really good in TF. You can roam with his ulti and whatever. And then for top lane, Huni likes playing Gragas, but
Mhm.
I feel like he's not because they picked the Seraphine mid. Huni had to go damage. He had to go AP Gragas, which is really bad. And into Gnar, you need to
I
go.
think that maybe their team
tanky.
might lack frontline because you say
That's what I was
we have Silas and then we have Seraphine and we have Xayah and then we have Olaf who like is technically frontline but he's more like a bruiser.
I was
like I feel
thinking
like having a heavy
Malphite.
tank top would be good.
A Malphite top lane, because I asked Sean about it, and Sean
Yeah.
had said that Malphite is an okay pick into Gnar.
Yeah,
And-
Malphite is decent into Gnar specifically, but I feel like maybe he might be a little bit, I don't know, like he might lack the early pressure you might need in these early game skirmishes that happen. I feel like because like what does he do in a skirmish? He slows one person and maybe cuts attack speed of another.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like maybe if you're looking for kind of like a peel disengage kind of tank, I think maybe a Maokai would be pretty good. In these
Maokai, I was thinking
skirmishes.
Maokai would be the second pick that I had for TSM, but they
Or
picked
even
the
a
Gragas and I had
Scion,
to force him to go
honestly.
AP.
Yeah.
Scion will be good too because Scion does decent damage, especially when he has a Serix gauge. Like he's got that insane AD ratios that let you do a shit ton of damage off of like 1 damage.
Mhm. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was just a really bad draft from TSM. I think.
So do you think they're gonna fall to EG today?
I don't think so. I think TSM's still gonna, because honestly, the games that TL did win, or the first game really close. TSM just their late game decision was really bad, getting that Baron or starting the Baron. They should have just went for
Like
Dragon
have for drag or like
Yeah.
because
or
they had
even
so,
just turns and like fought or something.
but they could have won that. Game 3, TSM played really well. They picked Tristana and just ran over the game. Game 2, TL just won that one whole-handedly. But game 4, I mean, as long as they don't draft stupidly, I think TSM's got it against EG.
But they do draft stupid.
But
So-
if they draft stupid,
So,
EG has a chance.
what are the predictions? Right? So you're predicting TSM? Like, what do you think?
I'm gonna say 3-1. I'm
3-1?
gonna say 3-1. I don't think
3-1?
it's gonna be a 3-0, but I think it's gonna be a 3-1.
I'm going 3-2 EG. Let's go.
Okay,
baby.
okay.
I'm taking it. I think I just love their crazy, chaotic play style. I've been saying this.
I
Since
do
the
love
beginning,
Jizuke.
LCS. Like, I think that team is just like balls to walls, and like,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, but I don't know if it's gonna get them victory over TSM. But I'm hoping for a 3-2 at least. I'm hoping for some silver scrapes.
I'd like.
As
I'd
long
like
as the
game
win
5.
happens, that's all that we care about, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Spires? Is it gonna be? Is it gonna be EG or
predicting
TSM?
3-2 TSM win.
Oh,
I think they're actually like at least I think in 2 of their games they're just gonna leave up like Tristana. They're just gonna like leave up Burrell and they're just gonna lose because they don't know how to play against it. Obviously, as we've seen. And, or like they're just gonna make some bad macro decision and then EG is just gonna punish them for it. But I feel like overall, I feel like they're more consistent. They're more of a consistent team. I think EG has more of a play style that really like lends into coin flipping some of their fights or going in for risky trades,
tower
like,
dive.
right? 50-50 trades or like even
Which is like exciting to watch.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I think it'll be close.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for all of your predictions. We'll go ahead and see how those turn out later this afternoon, right?
Yeah, that should be at 3 p.m.
Maybe it's the TSM coaching staff. Maybe it's the NA coaching staff. I know a bit about how Korean coaching works for esports. I followed Overwatch a lot. I assume League of Legends coaching is pretty similar, and NA does not do what Korea does. So,
NA kind of bad.
If you can't tell by the results when you go to the world stage, but
yeah. 06.
Yeah, more like NA coaching staff. TV, yeah, exactly. Soren gets it. Soren, you and I have a spiritual connection.
And just a quick prediction: Dignitas versus 100 Thieves.
I gotta go Dig.
Dig. Same with me.
Yeah.
I think all of us are thinking Dig. I feel like 100 Thieves has fallen so far from grace.
I mean, that C9 100 Thieves series was just embarrassing.
Yeah, like it's
nothing
not
really to
worth
say about this
talking
game.
about. Yeah.
No, nothing to say about this game. So just a C9 win.
Yeah. So all of us are thinking Dig. Do you have any?
Yeah.
I predicted the Dig win as well. Yeah.
3-1.
Maybe 3-1.
Yeah.
But probably 3-0.
I don't think they're gonna 3. I don't think they're that bad. I don't think they'll get 3-0'd. we haven't seen Dig in 2 weeks, right? So like, but I mean, I think 100 Thieves is 2-0 over them in the regular split. So,
true.
I'm going to predict maybe a 3-1 Dig win.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We'll go ahead and move to our next segment. Thank you guys so much for all of your beautifully insightful analysis. It just kind of felt like we're shitting on TSM, but sometimes you deserve it. I don't know much about pro play, but these TSM guys don't really seem like they're the best players of all time.
Pisslo, team of the week.
Go ahead and support TSM here. They're our kin. They're spirit animals. They're representing us on the world stage.
Right.
Let's see it.
Cool. All right. Spires can stay in here. See you later.
Legion, you have to leave. Legion, you have to go. Okay.
Cool.
All right, and now our next segment, we're going to be doing Teamfight Tactics. Misleading name.
A very misleading name because here's the thing, guys. We all play solo queue. We all know that, like, whenever you see your teammate running off trying to 1v9, you're just like, guys, what? And some of you be like, that doesn't happen every game, but it kind of does happen every game. Like, there's at least one play where you're just like, what's just happened? Like, what? So myself, Casino, and Spires have taken a look at some of our past games, our friends' past games, and we've pulled up a couple plays.
Insane gameplay, high elo. So, you guys, we just went over some couple of clips from Pro Play. We saw TSM versus Team Liquid. We analyzed a couple of their team fights. Though the skills and, ultimate usage, ability usage, positioning we see from TSM and Team Liquid pales in comparison to the absolute genius, genius level plays we're about to see currently on the segment coming up. real quick.
Yeah, don't worry, Lydia. I didn't use yours. You're too cracked. There was no bad plays, so I had to go into the depths of ELO hell to find mine. Do you want to start us off, Spires?
Yeah, sure. Let me go ahead and bring up my clip for the teamfight tactics of this week.
Okay.
Geki, just before we start this is Kageki's game. He just said
he's a solo queue game. This is ranked.
I'm excited. I am so excited here. I personally want to learn how to get better at League of Legends. I think that this clip will really,
Alright, so just some background information of the game, right? It's 15-8, right? Yasuo 7-0. We have a 3-0 juggler and a 3-0 top laner, okay?
And the Prowler's
Bard, right? Bard has taken Omnistone. He's opted for the Omnistone this game.
Okay.
And this is lethality Darius top lane. Alright?
Okay.
So,
okay. We're kind of popping off, so we're like already.
So, there's a lot of things happening in this clip, so just kind of try to watch, and we'll see. Right? So it all starts here with Bard, right? This is kind of like the form. Okay, he doesn't get the ward.
Clear the ward.
He gets caught by Hecarim. He's like, oh wait. He's like, all right, I got out, but like that's not enough. He's got his lethal tempo. He's going in, right? Like this is his moment. Okay, the Yone are okay. So they're getting to play. I don't know why he W's here, but that's okay. The ignite, he flashes up, and there's like the stopwatch, and he gets sent right back. Right, this Bard is nuts. He flashes and he gets out. Okay, so like
Geki, let's go.
You think like that would be like, okay, right? Bard, what are you doing, right? But it only gets worse from here, right? So like, okay, they pick up the Bard trade, right? Yasuo is super fed. I think Ashe is kind of tunneling for that Yasuo kill because
here comes the
ult. I mean, I hate Yasuo too. I totally get it.
Yeah, like I would also do. I think I would do this too. Honestly, I think I could honestly see this play in pro play, right? So they land the stun. And Ashe, she's going in. She flashes in. He pops the immortal shield though. Oh,
don't tell me you're this good. Don't tell me you're this good. Don't tell me you're this good in the game.
So I'm gonna have to jump back 15 seconds because while this is happening, they're also getting collapsed out. Okay, so there's that. At the same time, Darius and Caitlyn are just pinching mid lane, right? So the Caitlyn are at the full Hecarim is kind of nuts here. Here comes the Darius. He's walking in. There's the Leo.
There's the Prowler skull.
Right?
Oh, okay.
That's it. It's just nuts. Like, it's actually cracked. You know, what can we say? It's actually, I think it was actually just a lethal temple Bard gap on that one.
Wait, real quick. Can we go back? Can we go back to the Morgana there as well?
Yeah.
The Morgana.
The Morgana spell shields the Ashe, try to save her. I mean, maybe it blocks turret shots. Maybe that's the new patch.
Takes 2 turret shots.
Yeah, you know.
She's steps right on.
Guys, go ahead and vote on your phones. What happens next year to the Morgana?
Yeah.
Go ahead and vote on your phones.
Is it A, Morgana flashes over Raptor Wall? Is it B, Morgana walks around the Caitlyn trap? Or is it C, Morgana walks right into the Caitlyn trap? Right?
ABC, lock in your answers now.
Lock in your answers, boys. I want to say do.
We got one C. We got one C.
You guys don't have a lot of faith in Morgana. You guys don't have a lot of faith in Morgana. You know what?
This is
okay.
This is high.
Okay.
Oh.
No. Don't worry. Veigar is rotating in here, though. Veigar is rotating.
True. Oh, I forgot.
The sword choose tier.
Veigar top lane. Shmoney. This is insane shmoney going to the mid here. You know, he finally made it to mid lane for this fight, and he's gonna go walk right back to farm like he's done.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like,
okay. He doesn't want any more of this.
So, yeah. That was my Pisslo teamfight tactic of the week.
That was pretty crazy. Honestly, I feel like I've learned a lot. You know how people always talk about, like those like 20-something white people.
That hurt my brain.
They just dropped out of college. They talk about how they went to Bali and they like took psychedelics and they feel like they had their spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
I feel the same way after watching that team fight. Like honestly, really? I feel like I've been exposed to a new horizon of League of Legends gameplay. know, like there's like the four greats, you know, Michelangelo, you know, all those like artists. That Ash and that Morgana, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, they pale in comparison, you know.
They are just you know, experts at their craft, you know.
They're artists, they're visionaries, you know.
They are.
All right.
Because like the Ash executed there. No, there's no gold going over today. She got the Yasuo's flash. It's worth flash for flash. Think about it.
It's true. It's true.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Here's one. This is silver. This is silver 4 elo. It's from my friend Tina. Tina's playing the Braum. It's a little scuffed, but so we have this here. The Thresh misses his hook, you know, of course.
That happens to most of us.
Goes all the way here. Braum comes up. Here's Tina. Misses the Q. It's okay. They're zoning off Dragon. Dragon's not even up. They're not even fighting over anything. Missed skill shots here and there. Happens to everyone. Oh, but look at that. A knock up on Caitlyn. But look at that. All right, now here we go. Look at this. Now everyone's just standing on top of each other.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I said melee range. Okay.
Swain's literally just standing there. He misses all of his abilities. He finally hits a Q and he finally gets it. So good job on him. But guys, like, this isn't even the worst part. Dragons finally spawned, but I just wanna go up here in the top lane. So we have Volibear versus Kennen, and Volibear is a level up on this Kennen, so it is gonna be like a little sided for Volley. The CS is good for him too. I think he's up like a lot of CS.
Can we go ahead and look at the items real quick?
Oh yeah, for sure. 1 second. So yeah, items over here. Items.
Yeah.
So
chat, go ahead and vote on your phones. What do you think happens here? Volibear has a massive item advantage. He's got his entire mythic item. He's got his Brimble Vest. He's got Mercs. He's got D-Shield. Kennen's sitting on an Alternator, a Codex, you know, Sork Shoes. Pretty good build. Honestly, I respect it. Right? Let's go ahead and see. Vote on your phones. Spot, go ahead and give us the options.
Okay, so right here we have Volley Tower Dives. Kennen absolutely obliterates him. We have Kennen ult, kills Volley, gets away with his life, or they just both die because, you know,
somehow, you know, just insane damage.
So we have A, B, or C. Volley wins easy. Volley loses.
2 votes. 2 votes. 3 votes for Volley losing. 1 vote for Volley winning.
I'm definitely going to see here. I think they both die.
MF rushes in and gets fucked. All right. Okay, here we go. So Volibear goes in. Okay. There's an ult from Kennen. He goes in. Volley's about to die.
Don't tell me you're this good. Don't tell me you're this good. Don't tell me that you're this good.
Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. They are against the Shadow Mice. And
honestly,
you just don't win against this guy. You just don't win against this guy. The fact that Volley ults the tower and misses the tower, but he ults on top of the Kennen. Guys. Oh my god.
Chat, if you're a Volibear player out there, take notes. Take notes if you're a Volibear player out there. This is actually a beneficial play because Volibear only had a 150 gold shutdown at this point in the game. So he's actually preemptively inting so that the shutdown doesn't get bigger later.
He's actually big bringing it. Blue team does end up winning that game.
Unfortunate.
At what cost? At what cost? The cost of your sanity. These are the people in your elo, so...
but there's a lot we can learn, right? Okay. You know, we always talk about how we can learn from nature, we can learn from the things around us. You know, the simplest things have the most profound lessons, right? You know, oftentimes you see those like ninja movies or whatever, where they talk about how, the sakura blossoms, they bloom every spring. We can learn so much about new life. It's the same thing. We look at the environment around us, right? We learn from that insane Volibear turret dive. There's a lot to learn from that. Go ahead and take notes. If you're a Volibear player, that's a high execution combo. Pretty difficult for us to pull off, but if we try our best, if we practice a lot, we can one day be just as good as that Volibear. Now let's go ahead and take a look at 2 team fights actually from the same game. I've got a couple of things going on here. We see the jungler and top laner swapped on this side. Over here, we have the insane Malphite jungle, right? Interesting pick, Electrocute Katarina. A couple of things we see. I want to go ahead and skip ahead to a team fight or a budding team fight over here. We got sorry, give me a second. I'll go ahead and zoom out a little bit. A lot of shit happens in this team fight, so let's go ahead and take a look. So we got Strubble, we got the Black Cleaver Rush Garen in the top lane. Frostfire Gauntlet full item on Scion. He's pretty ahead, right? He's a whole level ahead. And so, you know, Sorbin on the Scion, he sees his jungler coming, goes ahead and misses the E, misses the Q, happens to the best of us. Garen going in, clicking the W, clicking the E, doing absolutely insane amounts of damage. Don't worry, the unstoppable onslaught coming out from Sorbin. W coming out.
Combo.
Moving, coming out, flashing out. Okay, don't tell me they're that good. Let's kind of get a quick rewind on that one. We see the unstoppable force coming out from Malphite and a huge monsoon combo coming out from Jenna. Don't worry, lots of moving done by Garen. Again, this is a big tip you guys can pick up in your solo queue games. Big ult, big. Don't worry, it doesn't end here. Misses the Q, exhaust coming out, W, Q coming out, teleport coming out from Azir. Umbral Trespass, huge Garen ulti coming out from I Despise. Immediately ints and dies to the silent Q. Don't worry, King going for the insane turret dive. Decides not to, barely avoids them, but don't worry, we have Yo-Yo's on the Vayne coming in. She tumbles in, flashes away immediately. That's a pretty good trade if you ask me. Turret going down, Yo-Yo's thinking, oh, do I win this? Finally pops the final hour, tumbles away, barely gets away with his life. Don't tell me you're that good. You cannot convince me that this team is as good as they are. But don't worry.
Is this Masters gameplay or?
Yeah, I think so. I think this game was actually pulled from Korean Challenger. Ignore the fact that everyone is actually has an English name. It's just a big trend that they have over in Korea these days. You know how it is.
I definitely think that was Janna's champion fantasy.
Yeah, I think that was actually Malphite's champion fantasy, personally. I think when Malphite was ulting in, that was exactly what he envisioned. He was thinking, I need to get the damage. And then after he gets the damage on them, right, after he takes the damage after he R's in, the Janna Monsoon actually gives him the peel that he needs so he doesn't die instantly. True. It was a pretty big brain play, honestly, from the support. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second clip over here. We have a dragon fight happening 14.5 minutes, right? We see Malphite jungle. He's a little bit behind, you know. He's 2 levels down. King goes ahead and starts the dragon. He has bot prio. Their support is still in base. Makes sense. She's AFK for some reason. You know, it happens to the best of us. Marcus Aurelius is thinking he's going to save the game here. He's going for the dragon seal. He's looking on it. Let's see, it's Marcus Aurelius. Okay, the Kaisa are coming in. Don't worry, Marcus Aurelius coming in. The E, enormous smite coming out, immediately dies. Unfortunately, loses the dragon. Happens to the best of us. I Despise coming in. Okay, let's see it. 1v4, E, goes in E's, flashes away with the Umbral Trespass on top of him, missing the Gore Drinker. Fortunately, this team fight is looking lost. Teleport from Sorbin coming in. Monsoon, unfortunate. But don't worry, we have Yo-Yo's on the Vayne, looking for, okay, is she gonna save this? Is she gonna save this final? Pops the final hour, comes in, let's see the flank angle. Holy shit, don't tell me you're this good. Okay, flashes away, and unfortunately dies to flash auto from the Kane. Don't worry if you thought blue team was a better team here. Leah here on Kane is here to prove you wrong. Misses the Q, walks into Tornado, does channel flash on the Jenna, get out. Yes, she does, and unfortunately that's the end of the team fights. Don't worry, boys. Yeah. You know, if you guys...
I think
a visionary.
I think I can feel better about myself playing games now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you're ever, like, afraid of doing solo queue, just know that you have these opponents that you play against. Everyone makes mistakes, guys, but these are also learning opportunities. You know? You shouldn't 1v5 as a Vayne when your whole team is dead. You know,
you're 0-1, and you have a pickaxe and a moon quiver.
Like,
you shouldn't rush Black Cleaver on Garen. You shouldn't have died somehow 6 times at 15 minutes. There's a couple of things going on.
You know, next time you feel like flaming your jungle, just remember, at least they're not Marcus Aurelius, okay?
Marcus Aurelius on the insane flank angle. I mean, honestly.
And Marcus, if you're watching this, I hope you've learned a bunch.
Marcus Aurelius, if you're watching this, my phone number is you can go, you know, if you need help, the suicide hotline is always available. Just go ahead and see a therapist, man. I recommend it. It'll be great for all of us, you know. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this segment, Spires. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of educational content. I know that you guys, all the audience, feels like they've learned a lot. I think you know, as a support player, I love playing Janna. I think that I've learned a lot. I got to gain a lot of insight on how to use my monsoons now. But thank you so much for joining us. We'll go ahead and move on to our next segment.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. And
Right.
would you look at the time? It's Runeterra Fashion Week, guys. Oh my
Yes,
god. So, we have contacted our drippiest drip of champions to appear. And they have lined up. But let's just get the Jaelaray on here too.
I mean, let's go ahead and talk about Runeterra Fashion Week.
I journeyed so
Heyo,
far to get
heyo.
here. Hi. Hold on, I was gonna change the music for this. Hold on, I have.
Oh
I
yeah, you
have a
got some
song.
like.
Fashion.
Oh, like a
Fashionista.
kind of like.
Yo, get Groovy Bot in here.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Groovy Bot,
okay.
turn on the camera.
Yeah, you
Twitch partner Jaelaray. Congrats.
Thank
Have
you.
you had a Pisslo Show
Yeah,
since you got
that's how
partner?
I started. I have not. I started the week with my
Hey, there you
partner
go.
email.
Yeah, so congratulations,
Yeah.
Jaelaray, on the
Thank you.
partner.
Thank you. It's been a loaded week. Heck yeah. I'm
You
so
know,
excited
winning
for
this.
Yeah, I know. The
Getting Twitch partner, your life
Rainbow
is looking
Gold
up.
and the Moonstone partnered on Twitch. I'm taking a break next week. Very excited for that.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Oh,
deserve
yeah.
it.
I'm taking like 3 days off next week, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Good call.
Let's go talk about Runeterra fashion, though. I mean, like, you know, we all these champions, they're like, you know, when we see them in League of Legends, it's a lot of like kill, you know, they're fighting each other. But like, you know, obviously we're not always playing League of Legends. I mean, some of us are, but you know, obviously these champions, they have their break times too. You know, Jayla, the Ray's taking a break next week. Like these champions, sometimes they have their off weeks. You know,
Yeah.
what do you think Darius does when he gets banned? Does he just sit around? Does he just like, you know, he's doing something, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm thinking, what do these champions do in their off time? And some of them, I bet, you know, are really into fashion. I mean, you look at these champions; they've got these ornate designs, they got all these clothes on. Like they have to put some sort of effort into their, you know,
Yeah.
to their attire.
So we have asked these champions to incorporate some of our Summoner Rift items into their fits. And I think our results have come out pretty drippy.
Heck yeah.
Now, like, quick disclaimer, like, these aren't items that are necessarily super viable. Like, some of the items that are really viable don't have that much drip, right? Like, how much drip does Gnar have with Stridebreaker, you know? Like, obviously he's gonna look a lot better, you know, on Winged Moonplate, right? Like, I think that we're just looking for items that are gonna look good on these champions. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first one. Spell, you wanna start us off?
Yeah, for sure. So for me, I have the drippiest of drip right here. I have the good old set, baby.
Damn!
No
So, first of all, he punches, right? He punches. You need those Iceborne gauntlets on him. So you have all of these.
see.
One for each fist, you know? I feel like that would add more punch, but also, you know, it's kind of like got a Versace vibe to it. On top of it, Mhm. On top of it, we have a bramble vest too. You know, I feel like if he's gonna get punched and stuff, you know, he's gonna want to look good. So that looks like pretty good on him. And then he got that Triforce bling. Look at that stuff. Like that would cost like 10K at least. One of the most expensive items in the game. Set knows he has to be rocking it. So. There you go.
I'm really into like the shoulder pads. I like that spiked look. With this, like,
you
cape
know.
in the back. It looks kind of sick. He's dripping out, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
I think the ice is really fitting.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Also,
He's
shout
got
out to
literal ice.
Sriracha Salad for making all of these. These
Oh,
are
yes,
these are
of course.
wonderful. But I think Set, you know, he has like look at those legs too. They're toned. He's walked down a couple runways in his day. So
Yeah.
the fact that
He's got that ice on his on around his neck, ice on his fists.
He's got the drip. Yeah.
Jesus, man. All right, I'll go ahead and share my next one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you go.
Yeah. Give me a
A
second.
little sneak peek.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to share.
Mhm.
Give me 1 second, boys. Oh, I can't share it. Okay, I guess I'll just post it in Discord and open it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Get that diamond tester
Alright.
because the man's iced
Let's
out.
see it.
I want to hear
Okay.
the beats.
We got Draven over here. You know, if you guys
my
don't know about
God.
Draven's lore, he's just like super like flamboyant, like, you know, I'm the champ, like that kind of like he's really
Okay.
full of himself. He's got that like, you know, he's just super confident and brash, and like, you know, I like love that about him, right? I think it's like it's such a fun character. But like if you look at his normal outfit, right, like he's just kind of wearing, I don't know, neopads, like some armor, some weird clothes. I feel like if he's got that superhero cape, like that just fits his vibe, you know?
Yeah, the
And so
cloak
right
actually
now,
does him so wonder.
he's dripping out in that Megatron cloak. AP threats can't hurt him anymore, you know. He's got that cape, he's got that cloak. I like the, you know, the shoulder pads and like that weird like neck thing or whatever.
I like
the hell
the
it is.
angle. That's a work it, honey angle. Draven
The
ain't
cape
crazy.
hides the cake. Feels bad, man. No. If you wanna see the cake, you gotta subscribe to his OnlyFans.
Oh shit.
I feel like Draven has an OnlyFans. I don't know why I think that, but he definitely has one. You know, like he's that kind of guy. He's got.
I like the cloak on him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rate.
Jaelaray.
I'm gonna rate that one a 9 out of 10. That one was pretty good. I'm actually gonna start with. I was gonna start with Lux, but I'll start with Lucian. I did not give enough champs for this, but Lucian's fine. So I do want to point out, Lucian's got the fucking boots. Look at that.
Holy shit.
Given some was it Lil Nas X vibes?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't need to be fancy, right?
It doesn't need to be fancy. I do like how it's the basic boots, though. No special boots, nothing, just basic.
Who needs high noon Lucian when you can just get 300 gold and purchase some boots of speed? You got the trick.
Belt. His belt reminds me of do you guys remember the roller coaster belt that no one could figure out how to work?
Oh yeah.
The roller coaster belt.
Shit.
The drip roller coaster belt.
I like that.
He's kinda also his stance is a little different. He's a little stiff for I would rate this look like a 7 out of 10 simply because I don't think Lucian would know how to. His wife, however, Senna would know how to work a catwalk.
Strutting.
Yeah.
She struts.
Yeah.
Lucian,
Not so much.
Not so
Yeah.
much. Lucian, not so much. But
Yeah.
but
I mean,
I like the
doesn't
double
matter too much.
rapid fires.
the double
Yeah.
rapid fires they kind of top everything off. I would say that's the blingiest, most eye-appealing thing to look at. From like his elbows up, like the best things to look at.
He's got the stance.
He looks
though, like,
so
the fact that he has-
stanced. He looks
the
like he
stance
could
where he's just
easily
like,
T-pose with rapid fire.
Dude, he's popping off, dude. Don't worry about it.
He's popping
Rigid
off.
because his drip is frigid, as Gundamastraea tells us.
Senna would look
Rigid
like a
'cause his
boss
drip
in
is-
anything. True.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
All right. For me, this is one of my favorites. I feel like this individual would destroy the catwalk and everything around it. We're gonna go over here to my boy Skarner.
No way.
So
Don't tell me you're this stripped out.
Oh my god! The drip!
So,
Holy crap!
we got all source boots on his feet. You know, we
Jesus,
got the
man.
Rabadon's death cap to top off his hat. You know, every cowboy needs a hat and a pair of fancy boots. Also, you know, I feel like Skarner was lacking something on the rift. You know, he just punches things with his Q. I feel like he needs a couple Navoi quick blades in his hands just to do a little slicey dicey thing. You know,
He's got
he
the
can move
stinger
it
on his
around
tail,
like
stinger on his
batons and
arms.
stuff. Exactly, like these things will deliver a sting, and I think like if he was going up to impress the judges, like I feel like this sting would definitely catch their eye.
Yo, is
I mean, I don't
his
even
money
know what to say.
is his money from the settlement where Seraphine killed all of his people?
Oh, F.
Yeah, dude, Seraphine's fucking agents they're like, okay, here's $20 million. Just shut the fuck up.
I'll be honest, the death cap looks like a fedora He looks like he could be like a fedora kid in a high school.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
You know
really
what?
does.
He even got the chin for it too. Like, look
Yeah.
at that. Like, he's got that chin. Just like, it looks like he browses. Like,
He
Reddit
browses
all day.
Reddit, and he wants the whole class to know that he's browsing Reddit.
Yeah.
He goes wholesome 100 whenever like anything happens. You know, like his teacher's like, "Hey, I'll give you extra credit on assignment." Wholesome 100.
Garner the drippy Discord mod.
True.
Hey, no memes in Gen Chat, guys.
Miss Summoner. That's what the number of quick plates are for, dude. He's gonna chop you up if you post a meme in Gen Chat.
That's what I'm
like,
saying, man.
If you dare talk to his kitten, dude, watch out for that Rabadon Zap kept coming at you like a cypher attack or whatever, you know. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about Echo. Echo's already kind of dripped out, just like his outfit, you know. He's got the scarf, he's got like the welding goggles, he's got the you know, like those like moms who wear the apron while they're cooking. He's got one of those on too, and of course he's got that chrono break, like, you know, clock hand weapon, club bat, whatever the hell it is, stripped out. I think Echo is a sneakerhead. You know those kids who like they're like up 5 a.m. and they're like, oh, I need to wait for the Nike Air Force Ones or whatever to drop, right? You know, and then like they purchase it the second it goes out, and like it's sold out 2 seconds later. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right. Echo is a sneakerhead, and the reason he's a sneakerhead is because he's got that time power, right? So if he misclicks and doesn't buy it in time, he just turns back time and tries it again until he purchases it. You know?
That's why there's nothing else on him.
Yeah,
it's literally just the sneakers because that's all he cares about.
I think that out of the sneakers, the drippiest sneakers are obviously the mobility boots. You know, like obviously all the sneakers, we talk about like the functionality, the Nikes, you know, you run fast. I mean, what boots let you run faster than mobility boots, right? Like, holy shit. You gotta have the snapbacks, he's got is that Velcro? I don't even know what that is. I think this is an engine. This is a wheel Velcro on here. Yeah, it's a Heeley. He's wearing Heelys.
I didn't know mobility boots were Heelys.
That makes sense.
Boys, let me tell you this, okay? If you're ever doing with a girl on the bot lane, right? She's eager on the bot lane. She says, "Hi, I'm buying mobility boots." Say, "Those are Heelys. You're wearing Heelys, man." She'll fall for you instantly. I mean, like, it's just impossible not at that point, you know? Right. Use the Heelys to escape his Heelys. True.
Last but not least.
Of course.
So,
let's go.
The only thing that could make Lux any hotter or more adorable is Rabadon's death cap in true non-support fashion. Rabadon's. I see there's fan art of Lux and Rabadon's, so cute. But this is my 10 out of 10, obviously. She looks amazing. She's blowing people away. The only thing maybe I should have added was Luden's Tempest, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
she was holding it.
Like instead of her staff right now.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Staff flowing water.
Staff of flowing water.
Oh, that would look sick, actually. I don't know. I don't like. I think the look is good. I think that I like how it fits on her head. I think that her head's a little bare. Having the Rabadon Seth cap on top is nice, but I feel like her pose is just really unappealing. I don't know. She's just kind of.
She's also not smiling, which I hate. Rabadon's also gives.
She's trying to get the model
Halloween
face, you know.
Yeah.
She's
Kylie
Jenner.
Yeah. I just don't feel like that fits Lux very well. Lux is not edgy. Lux is not.
Lux, you gotta be yourself.
Lux, you gotta be yourself, honey. Don't let the industry kill you. Eat something.
This is
my god.
Her first 6 months in New York. You know, like she's seeing all the other models. She's like, oh, I gotta be just like them. She hasn't found her. She knows in her head what her own style is.
She looks at Akali and just breaks down.
Yeah.
She looks at KDA and she fucking cries.
The size of Akali's waist. She's like taking a ruler to that shit, dude. You know, like those people on TikTok who like, calculate how tall people are by like looking at random objects in the background. She does that, but with like Akali's waist.
Yeah.
And figures out her waist is like 28 inches or something, 26 inches, and then like she's like.
You know? Lux is sad that she's not a part of KDA, so she's making up for it by pursuing a fashion career.
You know, I feel like Lux could do like a Taylor Swift kind of angle. You know.
A what?
Like We could do like a Taylor Swift kind of angle.
Yo, yeah.
I
yeah.
could
Start off all Lux and turn into Dark Cosmic Lux. Yeah, I can.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, we'll get into the Taylor Swift lore next week. But that wraps it up for our Runeterra Fashion Week. Thank you so much, Jaelaray, for coming through.
Of course.
Amazing.
Of course.
Give the Discord a thumbs up.
Of course. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, chat.
Thanks so much, Nick.
Bye.
And from this, we're just going to be moving into our community spotlight quickly, and then we will wrap it up with an interview from
with the Gundamastraea.
Gundamastraea. I didn't want to mess up that name. Thank you. So for community spotlight, we have a video and we have some fan art that we would like to show.
I'll go ahead and start with the fan art.
Yeah, go ahead and start with the fan art.
Yeah, okay, so you guys know already, I mean, she's a cute anime girl, there's gonna be a lot of fan art, some of it appropriate, others not as much. Let's go ahead and look at one of these cute little things. So I just love the pose that she's doing. It's very, very anime, you know, like, she's so pretty, you know. I'm a big fan of pretty girls. I know if any of you guys know me from my personal life, pretty girls are my downfall. And I mean, Gwen right here, she can sit me right up. She just seems so nice and so cute and so pretty. She's adorable, yeah.
That's great. Especially because she does give off that nice, like, sorceress scissors vibe.
Yeah, this is very Sailor Moon. I just love the pose, like the floofy dress.
Was this released right after?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you guys know, every single time a new, so I don't know how much you guys know about the artist community, right? At least on Twitter. Every single time a new character for any big game is released, if it's a girl, there's fan art of it out in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. They're literally glued to their screens watching that announcement video. As soon as that character comes up, they're already sketching out, right? You check on, you know, both lots of appropriate art on Twitter, lots of not appropriate art on Twitter. In 20 minutes, you'll find beautiful pieces of art like this. This is also Neri on Twitter, by the way. If you guys want to check out more of her art, she's great. She does lots of cute stuff. She draws pretty girls. If you like pretty girls, go ahead and check her out.
Cool. And for me, I found a very helpful video, guys. Our own PP Peng made it. She decided, and you should all decide too, because if you look down right now, guys, your keyboard's disgusting. Low key. Go clean that shit. So PP's gonna show us how to clean it right here.
Okay, let's see it.
Kitchen. Hot. High for 2 hours. Clean while wait.
So you gotta make sure you put it in the
Done.
pot.
That's how you do it, shit, like.
Take off heat. Hot. Clean.
Wow, PP.
I mean, you gotta, dude. The amount, I feel you know, the amount of evolution happening underneath gamers' keyboards, it's the primordial soup of modern day, you know? We always think about, you know, 4 point whatever billion years ago, right? Yeah. You know, we had there's new life forms evolving and developing underneath your keyboard. You know, if we don't want the new alien invasion happening, guys, go ahead and just throw that shit into some hydrochloric acid or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
In all seriousness, though, guys, don't melt your keys like that. She was just joking.
Yeah.
She was just joking, but again, that was really funny. I was just watching that and I was rolling because
I feel she's got some people too, people who are new to keyboards. I guarantee you, there's someone out there who just boiled their keys.
Who just boiled their caps.
In the comments,
just wait a minute.
I trusted you. You betrayed me. Yeah.
Keyboard soup from Geki. I would not order that soup, but you know, at least your keys.
You keyboard heads out there, you know, keyboards are life. You gotta do it, dude.
Okay. And finally, for our last segment, we're gonna bring on the editor himself, Gundamastraea.
Yes. Wait. Did we? I don't think we invited him to the server. Give me a second.
You know what? We'll invite him to the server and then we'll get him on. But guys, when I say I think he is the best League of Legends TikTok editor right now, all of his stuff is just so clever, so funny. Like the ideas he gets is just insane.
All right, and here he is now. I'll go ahead and drag him in. Let's say hi to him. Hi, Gundam.
Hey, Gundam. Ka-chow!
Ka-chow! Holy shit, that's him! Oh my god.
Kachauga, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing amazing.
Yo, I'm vibing. I woke up thinking it was the wrong day, and I kind of freaked out, but we're good.
You're good. You're here now. You're live.
You already missed the the interview.
Oh shit! Oops.
Oh fuck! Oh god!
Have you enjoyed the show so far?
I loved it. The Scarlet one got me.
Yeah,
it's so
that's
good.
what I'm saying.
Each of the boots is like yes.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh. I feel like he needs to spend extra money on, like, extra gold on boots, right? Because he's got so many more beats.
You know what? He's the man that would like drip it out just to be it. He would spend as much money as he could just to get that. But Gundam,
Right. Hello.
we wanna talk about you because like
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, tell us about yourself and introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'm Gundamastraea. I guess I've changed my username so many times, honestly. Just like, but the same thing has been there. Gundam. Clemson University student. Used to be on the League of Legends team there. Now I quit to focus on finishing college. That's my last year now, and now I'm looking for a way to survive off of ramen noodles.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know what? Also, I just want to point out quickly, we all have our League of Legends merch behind us. You got the Toro. I got the
Shout out
bomb.
to Kimmy Kumi.
Yeah.
I got you. I got like my assistant there with his Poro hat as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your assistant in the background working on your files.
Yeah.
Oh, is that your editor? Is that who does the League of Legends?
I'm convinced Gundam doesn't do any editing. He just he just like occasionally whips the teddy bear behind him.
Just throw like a little water bottle at him just to make him go faster.
That's amazing. You edit on. So when did you start editing like League of Legends videos? Like, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay. Let's see. I started off editing with Sony Vegas, and then once I got to college, since it's like included in our tuition, I started to learn how to use Premiere, and I honestly started to do way more in this during like quarantine actually. My ex got me to download TikTok so that she could send me some memes, and then I just started to upload content myself because I was like, oh wait, this is pretty fun. I can get used to this.
I can do better.
Here I am.
It's a social media platform, and you took advantage of that. So.
Yeah, I'm sharing my twisted bad sense of humor. Yeah,
and
it's great though. It's so funny.
I'm glad people enjoy my content. Like honestly, I didn't think more than like 200 people would like follow me for my stuff, but
like
I'm like
I see your content literally everywhere because everyone steals it.
I'm so sad. I mean, I'm fine with people that like they leave my like little TikTok and like the corners and stuff, but like the people that like purposely crop it out and stuff, I'm like,
I don't know why people do that. It's like
they want it for themselves, but
they want the clout, I guess.
Yeah, they want the clout, but like the fact that you made it, man, and like I've had that happen to a couple of videos. It's just nice that like people are still getting laughs out of it,
It's true, yeah. And if it's good enough for people to want to take it, then all right, sure.
Exactly.
You made it. Exactly. Yeah, it all come around anyways. Just about our time.
So in addition to I guess being an amazing editor of some of the best edited content on TikTok, like you also are good at League of Legends, right?
I'm not.
Okay, well, also better than me at League of Legends, right? So
no.
Tell us a bit about that. Like, what do you play?
No.
Like, how do you?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh man, yeah, I wonder what I mean. I'm typically a Vel'Koz one trick, but obviously that doesn't pass in collegiate play because they just check your match history and like, oh, this dude has 1,000 games on Vel'Koz and 1 game on Veigar. Let's ban him.
Only V champions.
Only Vs. buy
buy leader, buy mid lane without the Prowler spot.
probably would be good. So I had to pick up more mid lanes, obviously. There's like a phase where we go into flex queue and just try out whichever mid lane would be good for competitive play. I tried out Galio. That was very bad, dude. I don't understand. My small squid brain can handle how to be a big, strong rock man. So playing him really rocked my world. Let's see. I tried to play Oriana too. She's okay. She's okay. You know, similar maze caster skills, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I'm just now.
Why do you like Vel'Koz? Like.
Oh, so when my friends first introduced me to League of Legends, they were like trying to figure out who I could play. I saw Vel'Koz. I was like, oh shoot, he has a laser. I want to play him. And they're like, no, don't play him. You have to hit skill shots. So then I was determined to just prove them wrong.
Tight, man. That's what we like to hear.
You know, that's a good reason to play Vel'Koz. There's lots of other, you know, less appropriate reasons to play that champion, and I think I'm glad that the champion speaks to you in ways that don't involve his tentacles.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh god.
I love like looking at people and just like figuring out their one tricks, you know, like
really
like never guess that like like Gundam's a Vel'Koz main or like Casino's an Alawi OTP, like it's so cool. Or just like seeing like everyone.
Yeah, we're
just, like,
tentacle twins.
You already know what it is.
Yeah, baby.
Talking about those tentacles just draws us in.
God, I guess that's squid aesthetic, dude. What can I say?
True. I'm still waiting for a Vel'Koz plushie to like come out. I'm
waiting
for
they
it.
not released one?
They have not. They've only released. Have they released any? I don't think they've released any Vel'Koz merch, to be honest.
Now I'm looking for an Alawi plushie. It does not exist.
It's gotta be.
Yeah. I mean,
but they got the Braum, so you know that's all I need, guys. My little guy.
Honestly, what a lovable.
I played this champion one time.
I played this champion too much.
It's a Poro.
It's a Poro.
You feed him on ARAM.
Instead of the enemy team, just feed the Poro.
All right. Is there any leaving remarks you want to say, Gundam? Well,
anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say?
Plug your Twitch, your
TikTok at Gundamastraea.
His TikTok is super cracked.
Yeah. Can you guys go ahead? Can you go ahead and spell that out for the rest of us? I know some of us struggle with doing that.
Yeah. Okay, so
give us. Okay. It's gonna be like a spelling bee. Okay, Gundam.
Okay.
Right. The word is Gundamastraea. You can ask for a definition. You can ask for it being used in a sentence.
Language of origin.
Language of origin. Japanese TikTok.
I got you.
Okay.
H. E.
Oh.
Okay, you're banned. Okay, you're banned.
Gundamastraea. Gundamastraea.
Cool.
Ding, 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 ding. All right. Thank you so much. You can go ahead and leave the stage now. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
I mean, and just like that, he's gone. Just like a Vel'Koz one trick in season in our current season.
Just like the Vel'Koz one trick when the enemy Zed walks towards you, he's just disappears in 1 second. You know.
Exactly. Well, guys, that is everything. That is this week's Pisslo Show. Make sure you tune in next week. We have Jay and Shepard hosting. Make sure you follow my co-host here, Casino, on Twitch, on TikTok. Make sure you follow me on TikTok. And most importantly, make sure you follow the Pisslo Show, guys. We got a Twitter, we got a TikTok,
yes, sir.
We got a Twitch. We do daily updates. Like, we'll say everything you want to know for the show.
We got a Twitter, too.
We got a Twitter. We got a Twitter that we post stuff on and funny videos. Go ahead and follow us, guys. But I think that is going to be an end for us. It was a great time hosting Runeterra Fashion Week. Shout out to Sriracha Salad for making all the amazing fashion segments a thing possible.
Shout out to Jaelaray for being a slave at the OBS right now.
Yeah, she's down there working the OBS. But yeah, we'll see you all next week. Have a good week on the Rift Summoners. Bye-bye.